Hi kids! Today you will learn the new topic that is changing materials in physical and chemical. The first one, physical change. Let me explain about physical changes. Physical changes are changes in which no bonds are broken or formed. This means that the same types of compounds or elements that were there at the beginning of the chains are there at the end of the chains. Because the ending materials are the same as the beginning materials, the properties such as color, boiling point, size, shape, state, temperature, odor, appearance, textures, etc. will also be the same. Second one, physical changes do not lead to the formation of new substances, or we can say it, no new substance is formed. Physical change is a temporary change. A physical change affects only physical properties such as shape, size. Third, physical changes may or may not be reversible. Physical change is easily reversible or original substance can be recovered. Fourth, a material may change shapes or form while undergoing a physical change, but no chemical reactions occur and no new compounds are produced. A physical change involves very little to no absorption of energy. Generally, physical changes do not involve the production of energy. Let we see the examples. The first one, crumbling a sheet of aluminum foil. The first one, the aluminum is like this. And then we crumble it with our hand. And the aluminum foil become like this. It's still the same aluminum foil, only change in the shape or maybe size. Number 2 is melting an ice cube. This is the freezing ice cube. And then we put it on the table and become like this, melting an ice cube. This is only change in a state. The first one is the solid water and the second one is the liquid water. Number 3 is casting silver in a mold. If someone want to make silver coin, he would pour the silver liquid into the mold, then cool it down, and it would become solid silver. We can make the silver become liquid again by heating it. Number 4 is breaking a bottle. If we break the bottle, what happens is the bottle changes shape into smaller glass shards. Number 5 is boiling water. The water only changes in state. When water is heated, it will become water vapor. Water vapor can return to water by condensation. The second one is chemical changes. Let's see the difference between physical and chemical changes. Let me explain about chemical changes. Chemical changes occur when bonds are broken and or formed between molecules or atoms. This means that one substance with a certain set of properties such as melting point, color, taste is turned into a different substance with different properties. Second one, chemical changes are frequently harder to reserve than physical changes. A chemical change is a permanent change. Chemical changes are irreversible or original substance cannot be recovered. Third, chemical reactions release or absorb heat or other energy or may produce a gas, odor, color, or sound. During a chemical reaction, absorption and evolution of energy take place. Chemical changes usually involve the production of energy, which can be in the form of heat, light, or sound. Fourth, we can't actually see molecules breaking and forming bonds, although that's what defines chemical changes. We have to make other observations to indicate that a chemical change has happened. Some of the evidence for chemical change will involve the energy changes that occur in chemical changes, but some evidence involve the fact that new substances with different properties are formed in a chemical change. Observations that help to indicate chemical change include 1. Temperature changes. Either the temperature increases or decreases. 2. Light is given off. 3. Unexpected color change. A substance with a different color is made rather than just mixing the original colors together. 4. Bubbles are formed, but the substance is not boiling. You made a substance that is a gas at the temperature of the beginning materials instead of a liquid. 5. Different smell or taste. Do not taste your chemistry experimental. 6. A solid forms if two clear liquids are mixed. Look for floaties, technically called a precipitate. Let's see the examples of chemical changes. Number 1. Burning wood. Look at the picture. When wood is burned, it will be charred. Wood cannot return to its original form. Number 2 is souring milk. When the milk has turned sour, the milk cannot return to its original taste. Number 3, cooking an egg. If you cook an egg, so the egg will be solid. It cannot turn into a liquid again. Number 4, baking a cake. There are many cake ingredients, including eggs, flour, sugar. When we mix it and bake it becomes a cake, we cannot turn them back into eggs, flour, or sugar. Number 5. Rusting of iron. Look at the changes that occur from time to time. Iron will be covered by rust. There is a chemical reaction that occurs when iron is exposed to water and air. Iron will rust. Now look at the other example. Sugar in water is a physical change. The form of the sugar changes, but it remains the same chemically, sucrose molecules. But it's different with salt in water. Salt in water is a chemical changes. When you dissolve the salt in water, the salt dissociates into its ions from NaCl into Na plus and Cl minus. Okay kids, you've already learned about changing material. But let us see what is the Bible said about the changing. Look at from Romans 12 verse 2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good, pleasing, and perfect will. How should we respond to God's great mercy to us? The answer is become living, breathing sacrifices, using our lives up in service to God as an ongoing act of worship. That's what makes sense. This is not a means to earn salvation, but the natural response we should have to being saved. To do this, we will need to break free from the me first pattern of the world and have our minds changed in order to be able to understand what God wants. Then we will know how to live. Okay kids, thank you for today. Please learn well ya. Bye bye kids.